Good morning, everyone. Yes, good morning, everyone. So today we'll start the operations and IT. That is, today we are supposed to see operation, and the next week we are supposed to see the IT. So what we have been planned due to the very poor strength from last two classes. So we thought to combine both the session in one day, and so we'll finish the session by this Saturday, and by tomorrow you will be getting almost your six courses of like one word question and answers where you people have to uh, attend your the questions. Based on that, we'll be giving you a rating, and the certificate will be issued for everybody who all been applied for this course. Got it? So we'll share everything in the group. So uh, please be watching the group so that we'll get all the informations. Okay. So I need everyone. So far we have been watching you, what you people are doing, what all the things who had been answered during the sessions and everything. I hope so. You're able to view the screen, isn't it?
Yeah, it's visible now.
So today we're going to see about, as I told you, operations and ITs. So operations, how many of them more aware about the operations? That is like here in operation we're going to discuss about the supply chain management, that is complete of supply chain, and how it is operational efficiency are being taken away, and their implement process and the better improvement strategies. I know, I think everyone will be more aware about the supply chain management, isn't it? Is it so? Or no one else know about the supply chain management? Is anyone is there like that? No one. So everyone knows about supply chain management, what is the way and what are the challenges they have in that, isn't it? So what is the supply chain management? We'll see is an SCM, is that like right? So what is that? So it is like one of the process of overseeing the, isn't it, of the flow of goods or service or the informations, and the finance as they move from suppliers to the manufacturers or to the wholesaler or to the retailer. So whatever it is, it's finally where it ends. Is anyone? The supply chain management is like a process, right? So the process, it is overseeing the flow of goods, service, and informations and finances, isn't it? So these overflow is moving between the suppliers to the manufacturer, manufacturers to the wholesaler, wholesaler to the retailer, and finally, who's the end person? Where does the where
Customer,
does
the
end?
single customer.
Customer or consumer?
Yeah, anybody.
Consumer, right?
Yeah, consumer.
Yes. So it involves the coordination and the activities, isn't it? So, and we have to be very sure that the smooth and efficient operation should be there in the entire chain network. It is very important because like we have been dealing with many people like from suppliers, then manufacturers, then to wholesalers, then comes to the retailers. So we are facing many challenges. A product is challenging to the customer, so we have to meet overall these much persons. So what we have to do, what all the main thing is, first we have to plan our side, isn't it? So when we say the planning, so how, what all the planning that we have to do? The main thing is we have to forecast the demand. Okay, we have to forecast the demand. We have to set the production schedule, and how we have to develop the strategy to meet the customer needs while minimizing the cost is very important. So the planning should be there. And next is sourcing. See, when I say of a sourcing, you have to identify and selecting a suppliers. And when we select the suppliers, automatically we have some negotiating contractors, isn't it? See, when I say you have a when the product has been manufactured, it doesn't go direct to the market. You have a person like a wholesaler, isn't it? Whether from the manufacturing directly enter to the wholesaler, no. We have some contractor or name so-called name called an agent, where he has to play a role. So automatically we have to do a negotiation. There will be a negotiation, and we have to manage these relationships. Okay, so we have to manage the relationship as well as we must supply the material and the service where it is necessary and where it is reliable. Okay, so sourcing is more important. So that what we have to do is we have to identify and select a proper suppliers and contractors. Then only it will reach to a good wholesaler than to the retailers. Okay. So when we see it, when we say it's a manufacturing, so as we know, we get the product from the suppliers, the raw materials. Then we finished up to the finished product, isn't it? When like we say, like we get the raw materials and the finished product is like in a production processes. So we have to see the efficiency of the quality, or like who are the targeters, people, or the customers or the consumers. So how we are going to make them a satisfaction. So what is our target group of the people? According to that, our manufacturing product should be there. If there is any mismatch between the target group and the product we have been designed, it will be an almost a failure one. So that should be there. And the next biggest thing is logistic. So nowadays, the world is running behind the logistic. So we have to manage the movement of the goods which we have been stored. So including the warehousing, transportation, and the inventory management. So we have to be very surely in the timing of a delivery to the consumers. That should be there. Okay. Next is uh, distribution. So, like when say about the distribution, always there must be a coordinating of the distribution of the product whom to the retailer, or they can have a directly to the consumers. But um, in many of our cases we won't have it, even though we approach the manufacturers and we say we need like some lot, means they say no, we have an agent, please contact that person and he will give you the guidance the way how you want to purchase. I have a common like I have been experienced. For example, we were buying a jeera rice from a particular shop in southern side of state, in a particular city. So for a hotel, okay. So you people know for a hotel like how much we'll be getting at. So almost we'll be, it has been a crossing of a bulk purchase. So what we thought, why don't we contact the direct direct manufacturing of this? We used to have the name and the contact number in that bag which we bought the rice. So what we planned is, why don't we call and we ask them? So why don't we call and we inquire the person who's manufacturing, and we'll ask them to send it to our place for not for 1 month, for 1 year purchase. So yes, who's that not muted their side? Please unmute. So what happened is we called that person and we said, so and so places we are calling from. So we have been buying your pack of rice for a month, for at least for 6 pack. So we have planned to get your product directly for a 1 year. So we'll say, can you send you your way of payment, like your account number and everything? So I'll give our address so that you can please send it to our address. They said, you are from this area, no? So there is an agent called the name. They said the name. So you please contact that person. He will guide you. So we cannot give you a direct goods to you, to the customer that is using it. We are speaking to the producer that is manufacturing product man, and he say we cannot directly give the product to you, like this sending through the mode of transport to you. So we have a contractor. It is an agency. You better contact him and he will guide you. We are saying that we pay the same amount instead of getting from that load. Why don't we purchase? No, you see, he is not accepting. Then we approach the agent and he told like, no, it's not like that. For a particular person, we say him for a particular year, like 3 years or 5 years or whatever it is, a contract duration we used to have with that manufacturer, and say whatever the whatever how many products you're going to produce it, you have to sell to us only. You should not have another agency. So we have a contract based system. So that only that manufacturer has been refused to you. So that is the reason. So better if you wanted, please contact us and I will send you. See, this is the thing where the distribution is happening. Okay. So nowadays we have an e-commerce platform. You people can view a direct product from online. You can purchase. That is a thing where he is doing in the social media, that is different. That's what, when you are going for a particular shop, when you're buying it for you're going to buy a 1 or 2 product, you will be getting according the price. Suppose if you think that you want to buy the product from the direct dealer, automatically the particular product service charges, delivery charges, everything will included, and you'll be getting more than the product where you're going to buy for 2. So the better way, you can get it from a retailer. When you're going for the bulk, or your bulk is also, it's like, well, you need for shopping, like in a huge bulk product, they will give it. So the distribution of a product, it will be from the retailer to the direct consumers, not to the producer, that is manufacturer, or to the consumers. Okay. And customer service. See, always you have to provide like support to the customer before and after during the purchase. That is, it include the order processing, delivery tracking, handling the returns or complaints. So
Yeah,
it
bro.
is a very important one. Okay, so as supply chain management, these 6 processes are very important. And when we see, like, when we have a flexibility and a quality, and when you're giving some feedback to the manufacturer through the retailers or through the wholesalers, they automatically they will give their feedback to the manufacturers, so you will get good results. Okay, so the responsive, or it will be there for you. You people don't think that when we are not meeting the direct manufacturers, how the product complaints will reach. So not like that. It will be reached what are the complaints you are giving on those product through the retailers or through the wholesalers. So according to that, they'll be having the processes. Okay. So now we are facing many challenges in supply chain management, like globalization, and like some inventory management, that is between the like a trade off. As we say, you used to say, like some trade off between direct demand and minimum carrying cost. That is the biggest obsolescence risk nowadays. Now we are facing it. Next is cyber security. So always we must protect the supply chain data and system from cyber threats, like data breach or ransomware attacks, or supply chain description, because it's happening nowadays. So we have been very much uh, clear what we are doing, and uh, our thing should not be enclosed to anyone's. So now we'll move on to the uh, structured plan. So in the structured plan, first we want to see about the supply chain mapping and analysis. So as I discussed about the supply chain, what it is. Now we have to map and analysis. See, first mapping, like I would explain about the contact, how the analysis of the current supply chain are there, and you have to identify the key stakeholders and their processes, what are doing it, and how they are going to make the materials or informations or the finance or across the entire supply chain network. So how far we're going to get it out? See, like how many persons have been worked in logistic area, or anyone aware about logistic? Any ideas or their viewpoint? Can you please share it?
ಅದೇ ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ
So no one is ready to discuss about the logistic management or their experience in logistic. Okay. See, like chain mapping, or like it should be always they have to identify like who's our customer, who's our suppliers, how we are going to make our transportations, and what, where we're going to store our material and everything. And for example, the product which has been
ಹಲೋ
manufactured in China, Yes, hello. Okay. So a product that is manufactured in China. So that product is more wanted in India, especially like each and every part of all the state in India. Like anyone can say me, his manufacturing unit is in China only. The product has been shipped and it's coming to India. And how it has been storaged, who's maintaining that? So what all the formalities that they are looking forward? Anyone can explain this? A product from China, or you can keep it as a Japan. The manufacturing unit is also in the same country, China or Japan. Okay, but the product has been demand all throughout the India in all the states. Now, how the product has been moved from China and uh, to the each and every part of every city, states, cities, it has been reached out. So, what method they have been following? Anyone can explain it? So, no one is ready to explain this. So, first of all, you are able to understand the question which I asked you. I think no one is there in the online.
Can you please repeat the question? I don't really get it.
See, a product that has been manufactured in China, okay, and it has been distributed all over India, state and cities. People are
For
using it. How
for
far it
selling.
has
Okay.
been uh, transferred from that country to India into nook and corner of cities, and what all the procedures, what all the processes they are following it, and how the product is reaching here. Anyone, you please can answer or discuss what
By
you know about
customs, by customs,
it. Okay, then may I know your
then
name, please?
my name is Shubhrajyoti Chakrabarti.
Okay, fine. Yes, please
I
proceed.
believe this is the international transport is depending on total the customs department. After all things are checking to the custom, then custom is
Mm.
release the product. Then they will city to city. They are the company policies. Definitely, they will go for a container or the little some transporter. So I believe
Oh,
for the international purpose, main boundary is the customs.
okay,
This is my
customs.
knowledge
Then
actually, ma'am. Yeah.
first they have to face the customs. Okay, then.
Yeah. First of all, they have to face the customs anywhere from the shipping or by air, by anyhow, they first face the customs.
Okay, then.
I believe then if custom pass their product, then the company decision how they distribute the product all over India or particular one year, two cities here, two state over there. The might be they uh, deliver yeah they distribute their product by a container or the domestic flight by a cargo. This depend on the
Okay.
company's
Okay.
policy. It's my knowledge, ma'am. Actually,
No, you tell me what you know. Please tell me.
actually, this
And
is my idea. Actually,
okay, okay, very good. Very, I appreciate because no one is open the mouth. You're the person which you have been discussing, so I appreciate you. So you tell, you continue it.
yes, ma'am. Either that I don't have any the vast idea. I believe this is the only process for the international purpose. I know the firstly
Okay.
the foreign company you have to face the Indian customs. If your product passed by the customs, then depends on the distributor or the who is the
Mm,
relevant person to receive the product. They will decide how to product deliver
okay.
them from the custom after passing the custom. So might be they fly either
Okay.
the transportation from container by road or
Okay. Okay.
This is my basic idea. I don't have
These
much more
all
in it.
okay. These all the ideas you said about the customer and transportations mode.
Yes.
Who this product? Either the Japanese or Chinese person have a direct he come here, or he will choose some, or they from India agents will be approach them. What about that? How the product reach to Indian citizens? Usually what happen is
Mm-hmm.
when the product that has been produced from China or Japan, they'll be giving a notification or an advertisement, and like what can is, so we are ready to sell our product in India, so and so cities. So if anybody is interested, please contact us for a contract based. So you must have
Yeah,
a
as similar as Tinder, like Tinder. For an example, yeah, similarity of Tinder. I don't know actually.
yeah, but it's not like in tender. Why? Because
Mm.
tender it goes like giving auctions, isn't it? But it's not like an auction.
I'm not considering as a tender. I'm just telling you is as
Yeah,
same
yeah, but it's
as
like
tender.
yeah,
I am not
yeah, yeah,
considering
yeah.
as a
Yes,
tender. Yeah, I believe
yes.
this is as
Because
yeah.
yeah, because he doesn't know what all the way of the channels, that is route of the channel to reach the customers. So what he says, we'll give the product. Okay, we'll give the product. You have to make the initial payment. Okay, like before giving the initial payment, if your agreement which we are saying it, if you're accepting it, we can go through. Before that, he will make an investigation. Okay, like
Okay.
he says, for example, in India, north side, south side, east, west, he'll ask the particular person what are the areas that you're going to concentrate. So he'll say, like, if I'm from north, I'm going to concentrate these areas. Means so, like, he'll be an agent, and who are the distributors? Got it? I'm saying because
Mm-hmm.
North India or South India, it's not only one place where you're going to show your product. There are
Yeah.
multiple. In that you have a cities. Inside that you have many states and cities and everything, isn't it? So he must be finalized with his distributor. Okay, so distributor, and next is wholesaler. The agent, the person, he doesn't have any goodowns or anything. The distributor will have. So what you have to do is he will find out the distributor. So he will have some norms to the distributor, and he will say the people they will send the manufacturing goods to here. Okay, after that they will have a warehouse. No, he will inspect with the Japanese people itself,
Okay.
because the warehouse should be according to his the construction of the building. I'm saying it should not be damaged. Many reasons, small instructions will be giving, because the entire product, the way of handling, everything is there. So just getting the product, and if it is damaged, we cannot blame them. So he will be very clear. Before the product is sent to them, he will be visiting the warehouse. Maybe the warehouse will be taken in the rent also or lease also, but that rent or the place should be according to his rules and regulations. So he will
Yes,
first make
yes.
a, yeah, first
Yeah,
he will
I
make
can.
a complete visiting to everything, and before that you will ask them to take in a photo and ask them to show it. If it is okay, he'll come to the direct investigation, and he will visit everything. If everything is okay, then only he'll proceed it. Got it?
I can understand because I have a similar situation in my last 2 years ago for a medicine company. They want a dealership with this company. So the Sun Pharma was the company. So Sun Pharma, some uh, colleagues, yeah, some investigators from Sun Pharma, they will come to
Okay.
their place and visit their godown. So after they visit their godown, they told him you have to construct
Mm,
another floor in your top floor. So after if you
mm,
don't uh, build another floor, we can't provide you the dealership. So
mm. That
they
is
checked over here. Yeah, I know. They checked the total entire his godown, and after that they will say you have to increase your one floor before your you have to increase the one floor. So this is
Yeah.
not the proper capacity of the product. So that's why they hold their dealership for the 1 year actually. So
Yeah. And
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah,
investigation, the visiting, it's not in the first time also. They'll have yearly ones.
yeah, yeah.
Yearly ones. And when they see at the first time all of the instruction they gave, after that, if there isn't any depreciation, he will cancel that warehouse and he'll tell within this time bound, you have to see, like, if he's not satisfied with that warehouse, which the product is there, if it's not okay for him, he will tell him within 3 months, you have to switch over for the next warehouse with all the facilities which I'm having it. So there is rules, certain rules and regulations for him, which he has. Then only they can do it. And there is, because he want to be answered to the stakeholders as well as the processes which he is going to meet, isn't it? So this is
Yes.
the map out of the flow of material, because it is across all the cities, states, and countries. And we have to be very clear in this. Got it? And the moreover, even the warehouse rent will be sent directly to the account of the landlord. You have been noticed it?
No, actually, I have not noticed it.
Yeah. See, actually, usually what you say is we'll be getting from the GPay or in the account in a person wise they'll be sending it. But these type of an international manufacturing, what they will do is they will directly send it to the landlord account, and the agreement they will make only for a 1 year. In the agreement they will be
Okay.
very sure the rules and the regulation which we are giving it. If it is okay for you, please accept it. And if the rules and regulations, if any one thing is also missing, the contract will be cancelled. Okay. So
Okay.
this contract is for only 1 year. That is 1 year is like 12 months. 11th month is we will notice, and if it is okay for him, he'll continue for the next year. Then agreement will be made for the
Renew.
next 1 year. Yeah. And the
Oh,
agreement each and every time it will be according to his rules and regulations forms only. And the landlord, they'll be asking their PAN number, photo, and their Aadhaar card, everything. And if suppose the rent of it may be of an warehousing of an 80,000, automatically the GST will be taken and you'll be getting your rest payment in your account. So it's not an issue. After a year, the end of the March month, you can apply and you can get back your payment. That is not an issue. But comparing to other uh, supply chain management, this is the biggest thing where we'll see. And they utilize the technology also. So as I've shown here, uh, they'll be very clear in this their objective as the smart, the time bound, and everything. If he says particular day within 5 days or a first month of first, you'll be getting your all your payments. Now they'll be receiving, but at the same time, the product should be moved. The success of the product should be there. Otherwise, he'll be canceling because people are there who will they are approaching for there also. And the properly they'll be utilizing the supplier relationship management. That is the biggest thing where those have a good communication. See, they'll be very clear. They won't be telling like one thing and the written will be what they're saying. They'll be what they wanted. They will tell it clearly and we have to follow it. Okay. So
okay.
there is a huge relationship between the supply chain management. Okay. Next, the main thing is like inventory optimization. So like just in time, I've given a abbreviation for everything here where you can view it on the screen. So it utilize the demand forecasting techniques and historical data analysis to the optimize inventory replacement cycles. So always there will be a holding of the cost when there is an adequate of stock levels. So automatically we'll say it's in a lean principles. We have a methodology of to eliminate the waste or reduce the times, or we have to improve our overall efficiency, like better and fast delivering, way of good packing. See, most of the product you have been bought through customers or whatever it is. Some people will be saying the package is very good, and we cannot find out the damages. It has been how they have been packed, it has been there within our hand. So there is a comparability in one product to other product. When comparing to another product, something is missing. So there is a lack of that. So that should not be there. So we have to fix our principles. So that's his main biggest thing. So next is cross-functional collaboration should be there. So as I told you while I'm discussing with them, we must have a streamlined processes with all our the dealers where we're having it. Okay. And next is the performance measurement and continuous improvement. So as always, we must have key performance indicators. So key performance indicators, I like to discuss about the KRA and KPA. That is key responsibility as well as the key in the responsibility of each and every person which they have, and what they have been achieved their responsibility. That is key indicator analysis according to the key responsibility areas. So we have to sort out it, and monthly wise we have to make an improvement. So that one, if we have that KRA and KPA, only we can measure the performance and we can have a continuous improvement. I'll say each and every time KRA and KPA is very important. KRA is care responsibility area and KPI is care performance indicator. So each and every person will be segregating their responsibility on which area he has, and whether he has been fulfilled the responsibility each and every time, and what are the performance that he is achieving it. So according to their performance for their responsibility area, we can rate their uh, rating, and we can make the changes in their any other further going improvement. Okay, if we think that particular person is not okay, automatically we can make uh, put him out, and we can search in some other person which is good enough. Okay, next is risk management. Like absolutely we have a very big risk in logistic area, geopolitical issues are there, and supplier reliability. These are the main biggest thing which we'll face it. As he said, customs, we have to face the first problem is customs, and the next problem, as I told you, the warehouse. Next is the transportation. If that is in, will be in the one place, but transportation here, if there is not a paper, or the lorry is not in the container is not in a particular condition, automatically he is going to lose his product. So there we have to take a risk. That person has to take a risk. That is there. Okay, next is obviously we'll have some responsibility, social responsibility and sustainability also. Why? Because before all we used to say due to heavy cyclone or whatever it is, a ship that the contain that a product in container ship has been uh, lost or something, and we won't have a proper communication. Nowadays it's not like that. A social responsibility, that each and every area we have a good communication, we can better use that and we can provide a better thing. Okay, so always uh, supply chain management, this where we can improve our efficiency through social media. By using social media, you can fast make a growth, you can safeguard your product a better way, and we can make use of the customers, and we can improve our strategy and lead to it. Okay, so next we'll move on to the understanding the IT infrastructure essential. Understanding the IT infrastructure essential, I like to explain about the networking fundamentals. So networking fundamentals. So always learn more about topologies, protocols, and devices such as routers, switches, firewalls. So without this, now we cannot survive it, isn't it? Because we say social media, like if you go for the office, entire is in campus. If you think that you want to register your present of that working in organization, and 30 years before, we just make a in time and out time in a particular note. But nowadays it's not like that. We had a fingerprint, face reading, eye impression, thumb impression, eyes reading. Then later by now it has been changed to a mobile app where particular organization install in that. So once they enter the campus, they can make the self attendance to day, and when check out they can do it. So it has been around. So what we want is technology has been improved, and we have to go up with the technologies. So always understand the concept of IP addressing and subnetting and DNS. Okay. And as operating system, see here I'm telling about the infrastructures of ITs. Everyone knows about the ITs, but what all it behind it? So when we say behind it, we have a topologies, protocols, those all things. So for that, what you want means a device. If you think, see, everyone knows the Geo is going to free Geo net package, that system is going to be dropped down by June. So automatically Geo has been given another one opportunity is Geo fiber all over India. So the Geo fiber, when you're purchasing it, there is an unlimited of network. EV is give for set-top box where you can have many multiple connections with that router. Rebooting system is there with fall facilities of not like only two phones or laptops on one system. You can make use of a complete how miniature you wanted. So the biggest thing is cloud computing. So as a cloud computing, this is a basic for many services, cloud services. See, now you people think that you want to have an own website, you can create it. If you are not able to purchase or to make your own website, you can use your own WordPress. You have that. From that, you can create it. So by using that cloud security, we can make your own model. So it help you. It helping you also. And now we have a many AI also like ChatGPT, OpenAI, and Canva, um, like Photoshop, Adobe, Inkscape. So many things are there where we use like VMware, Hyper VMware, VirtualBox. So it's a resource understanding, and we can make use of it. You can make use of it. So you people can think the main office will be in one place, and we have many branches in various places, but all will be recorded, and all the purchases where we are making will be recorded. But we have to update it to the technologies. The storage system should be there. The enough you people know about SAN, disk, RAID, NAS, and for the data backup, for the recovery, like what you want is entire data. It's going behind the storage system. When you buy a phone, when you buy a laptop, for the computer RAM, we look for the storage. So how many data capacity it's there, how we can use, and all the details. Next is cyber security essential. So cyber security essential, like first we have to understand the risk management. So when I'm discussing about the risk management, understanding the principle of risk management and risk assessment methodology should be there, and always learn to identify, assess, or mitigate the cyber security risk efficiencies. So the technology has been developing and is building a very strong, but at the same time, there is very big risk also that you have to face it. The thing is, you want to know about the risk. According to that, you have to maintain your secret. See, I can give you an example. In website, I'm giving all my service about my company, about my service, what I'm doing, so the cost and everything about the product. Same like that, he is another one person is stealing it and he is creating it. See, the one thing I can do it, I can make or I can protect my thing. That's all by using of cybersecurity. Okay, and the security policies and the procedures. We have to be familiarized in the industry, in which industry we are there. And example like you will be seeing ISO T7001 or NIST. So these are the cybersecurity framework. When you are been entering into an area, you have to be build up these framework so that any compliance that you are facing, you can make use of it. Next is access control, that is authentication mechanism like password, multi-factor authentications, or access control models like RABAC and ABAC we used to say. So these are the access control where you can make use of it. Next is threat detection and incident response. So we have to understand the common cyber threat and attacks vectors like malware, um, like docs, those all things. So these develop the incident to response, the plans and procedure to detect the response to and recover from the cybersecurity incidents. So always we have to protect our data protections. So that is the main thing we have to protect. And hands-on cybersecurity awareness training. There are many awareness training are there on cybersecurity where it is stimulating the campaign, like they are conducting the employees about the threat and social engineering tactics, and workshops and seminars also there. Where they are there they used to teach you in that seminar how the cyber security are getting into the practice, what are the emerging trends now in presence are there, what are the incident and the responses of procedures. So what is the capture that flag the competitions like hosting the cyber security or like that. And interactive training modules are there where both persons can speak out about the topic covering in the interactions like email hygiene, safe browsing practice, password security. Always have a tabletop exercise, that is nothing but a cybersecurity incident where you used to say about it, and what all the effective from those incident, how we have to respond it, and what we have to plan according to it. And always have a continuous education and awareness program. So that is the biggest lack where people are, everyone are using the social media, and some or rather we are being misused. So always you aware of this you just not aware, you just go with that and you make your own education how you can promote it. Okay, so there are many uh, things where you can make use of it, and by the cyber security, and how effectively you can run out your organization. Okay, so by help of an IT infrastructure, you can make use of it. So with this, I end up the day session, the past fifth and sixth section, like an operation in IT. So by tomorrow, you'll be having some set of questions where you have to answer it for those questions. So after finishing it, we'll be issuing you the certificate. Uh, so you can get your certificate for entire participants you have been participated. So thank you so much. Any questions? Any doubts? Like we'll be circulating the questions. Like it will be created by, like we have 6 subjects, no? So for each 6 subject, we'll be having a 10 questions. We'll frame it out and please answer all the questions. Tomorrow it will be giving out through the group which we have in a management essential. So after the entire of persons, participants filling and giving back their answers, we'll be giving you a certificate individually. Okay. Then today feedback form will be sending in the group. So please fill that and give your feedbacks. Thank you.